Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Up next, it's our main event between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from Baltimore. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that. Spot. So first down from the 41. Shotgun snap to Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Lamar now from the gun. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Out of the gun, Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So that brings up 4th down. So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Fourth down, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets them the first. Lamar off the play fake. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set. First down, here's Lamar. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Working quickly here. This is Henry on second. And he gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Complete to Mims. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Now to be caught by Troy Franklin. Down the left sideline he goes. He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Rasheen Ali on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. The left side caught by Andrews. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Play action. Here's Jackson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun, a run for Henry. And that's good for a gain of 5. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. Offense up to the line fast. Play action now with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Typically, you call play action this early in a game, and you're not expecting sack. Right? Play action protections actually are some of the best, most sound protections in an NFL offensive playbook. Give some credit to the defense to break that play action pass down and put the first sack on the stat sheet.
That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. Here's Mitchell again. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get a late score and tie it before the half. That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens take the lead on that successful kick. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. On the move, headed right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down. Nix now to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
2nd down. Here's Nix again. Forced out to his right. He can run it. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room. Just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Putting a receiver in motion. On 3rd down, here's Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. Gets this one to Andrews. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense in the hurry up here. Lamar throwing again. Hopkins making the grab downfield. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
On 1st down, Jackson. To the left and holding by Likely. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Buying some time right. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line.
exactly what I don't like there, Kate. It's only first and goal. You got a couple more plays in your pocket to get in the end zone. Instead, you put the ball in harm's way on your very first crack, and now, well, that defense has an opportunity to bail themselves out exactly what they just did.
This is Sutton working the right side. And they're there to send him out of bounds, but Brock, the damage has been done as he gets him up past the 20. One last play before the break. Looking to throw. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Short pass brought in, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offensive line fast. Trying down the middle with Henry. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Draw. Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Mitchell gets it from the gun. Still going inside the 35. Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Marvin Mims now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. I don't think they're going to catch him. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity, a fail on the conversion. Down 2, they went for the tie right there, partner, but a game defense able to stop them and hang on to this narrow lead.
I don't hate that call, Kate. In fact, this is one of those gray areas. If it's the 4th quarter, that's absolutely the right decision. 3rd quarter, as I said, kind of a gray area where maybe you're chasing points. Either way, you're behind, and your defense now has to rise to the occasion.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Lamar now from the gun. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Jonte Barron has it. And the Broncos will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Well, they've still got the lead, Brock, but they've been unable to find any separation, and now a couple of drives in a row have ended with interceptions.
Might not have cost them the lead quite yet, Kate, but you just know this offensively. You just continue to make mistakes, errors, turnovers. You give your opponent life. That's not the place you want to be.
He's running with it. Still going inside the 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck it.
Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. Showing a little burst so far. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Complete Derrick Henry. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Lamar off the play fake. He throws a bullet to the set. This is caught inside the 15. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a lead just before the end of the third. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Jackson throwing for it. And that pass is caught inside the end zone. The 2-point try comes through, and their lead's a field goal now. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Nix. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a lead just before the end of the third.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. That play made by an all-pro from last season, Marlon Humphrey. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. And gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st down, it's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Nix from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Big gain downfield. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Complete to Mims. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Caught out wide. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos jump in front late. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Mitchell up the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Again, this is Mitchell. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. Setting up to pass. Oh, his back's got it deep down the left sideline. And he is down to the 30-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Back to throw. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Brought in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. They call the timeout with 4 seconds remaining. And we're going to get ready to potentially see overtime. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Here comes Will Lutz. A lot riding on this field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, well, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner. And now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. Now, hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Mitchell. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Working quickly here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. And goes to the hurry up here. The give now to Mitchell. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. the gun. Here's Jackson. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down. We've set it down from 37. On the handoff, here's Mitchell. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming. Offense in the hurry up here. Mitchell on the carry. And they find them after just a yard, and it's third down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So they'll decline this and take the results. They'll run here, following the penalty. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Working quickly here. Handoff here to Mitchell. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Now to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
On the move, headed right. Throw is caught by the back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt 1 play later. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up, Alex Singleton. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside your skull. They read the call and were set up perfectly to counter it.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hauled in left side. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Here he is to throw. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he has this down at the 34. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Nix. He finds his back. Harvey. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up. Shotgun snap to Nix. Throws caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Third and goal, here's Nix. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. So in front of a flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of. Bounds at the 23. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Once again, it's Irving. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. Mayfield looks to throw. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Mayfield now. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Mayfield. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Shepard. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Throwing, Mayfield. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Sterling Shepard. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10, just shy of the 30. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man complete through the middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 71 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. To throw, Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cade Otten, a 2-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Mayfield on play action. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he spins free, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 1:52 to play until halftime. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mayfield to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Sterling Shepard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action with Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now Hurts looking to change the play. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half and find...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got it. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
They'll throw now on the final play. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. Do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. That is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Complete right side to Otten. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Mayfield down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Mayfield. Open man is Ibuka. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Emeka Ibuka. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Back to throw again. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 29 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Got him in, it's Brown. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40. The fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Emeka Egbuka.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Bucs use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Down the sideline he goes.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Fighting his way through contact. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
first down. Here's White. And he stopped immediately there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Complete at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with...
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the LA Chargers. We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
They'll start on the ground with Irving. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Straight ahead, it's Irving.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mayfield to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A run up the middle with Irving.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They will run for the first time here with White.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Mayfield looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. Mayfield on play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They run out of the gun with Irving. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun handoff here to Irving.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Bucky Irving.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Well, he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
Now Herbert going to change the look. On the ground, this is Amari and Hampton.
Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite. opposite from the previous big gainer.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A run once more with Hampton.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
They'll run the draw with Irving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here's a handoff to Irving.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's Mayfield.
Martin brings it in over the middle.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
4th down, Mayfield. He'll try to do it himself.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. Certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
On the give, it's Vidal.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Again, it's Vidal.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
On the ground, it's Vidal. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
Herbert changing things up.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is up to 8.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Mayfield.
And rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He finds his target, Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Herbert now. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David.
And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Mayfield now from the 50. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
50 yards.
And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
They'll look to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Now 2nd and 5. Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked up by Levante David.
And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
3rd and 9 here.
Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
They'll run with Vidal.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Herbert. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Lad McConkey, 40 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. On the return is Sean Tucker. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Once again, it's Irving.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
89 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Mayfield to throw it.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just get rid of it.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Down the left sideline.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now 2nd and 4. A run. Here's Vidal.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll run on first down. Vidal.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
12 yards between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10. Now Herbert.
He's got Allen.
And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 3rd down at 5. Throwing, Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
2nd down, goal to go.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining. And they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. One last throw here for Herbert.
This ball intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David.
And the Bucs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball.